Test this. I heard it's a true story. When I left Kentucky back in 49, went to Detroit City working assembly line. First year they had me pulling wheels on the Cadillac. Every day I'd watch them beauties roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, cause I always wanted me one that was long and black. One day I devised myself a plan, should be the envy of most any man. I'd sneak her out of there in a lunchbox in my hand. Without getting caught, meant getting fired, but I figure have her all by the time I retired. I have me a car worth at least $100 grand. Well, I'd get it one piece at a time. Well, it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild. Well, I'll have the only one there is around. So the very next day when I punched in with a big lunchbox and kept for my friend, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gears. No, I never considered myself a thief, but you know Jim wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung her out over several years. Well, the first day it got me a fuel pump, and the next day it got me an engine and a trunk. Then I got a transmission and all the chrome. Well, the little things I got in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts, all for a shock. But the big stuff we snuck out in my buddy's mobile home. Now, up to now, my plans went all right, till we tried to put her all together one night. And that's when we noticed something was definitely wrong. Well, the transmission was a 53, and the motor turned out to be a 73. When we tried to put in the bolts, all the holes was gone. So we drilled her out so that it would fit, with a little bit of help from a Chinese adapter kit. We had that engine running like a song. Well, the headlights, there was another sight. There was two on the left and one on the right. But we pulled out the switch, you know, all three of them come on. Well, the back end looked kind of funny too, so we put her all together and we got through. And that's when we noticed we only had one tail fin. Well, about that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had it out. But she opened the door and said, "Sammy, take me for a spin." So we drove uptown just to get them tags and headed her right on down Main Drag. I could hear everybody laughing for miles around. You know, but up at that courthouse, they didn't laugh, cause to type it up, it took the whole staff. When they got through, that title weighed 60 pounds. Get it one piece at a time. Well, it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. Gonna ride around in style. We're gonna drive everybody wild. Well, I'll have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Ryder, and this is the Cottonmouth and that psycho Billy Cadillac. Come on back. Yeah. This is the Cottonmouth, and negatory on the cost of that machine there, Red Ryder. You might say I went up to the factory and picked it up. Cheaper that way. What model is it? Well, it's the 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile.
Got it.
Well, it's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile. Oh, yeah.